Virgo, my beautiful Virgos, welcome back and happy birthday month to all of my gorgeous divas out there. So today, dear Virgo, I'm going to be doing your reading from August 10th to the 16th. This will be a general reading. It may resonate with you and it may not. Happy upcoming birthday to all of my gorgeous cutie patooties out there. Birthday is coming up. I just got off a phone call with the Virgo of like 2 hours. So Virgo, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm going to clarify all the cards and get some final advice. So Virgo, how do you like my haircut? Do you like my haircut? Okay, feeling myself. I also got some really big changes, really positive changes. Honestly, just life is really, really good. You know, sometimes you just kind of gotta like sit down for a second and just appreciate the good things, the good things that are coming in life. And Virgo, I'm a servant slave for your birthday season. I got some surprises coming up for you for your birthday season. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna be envied. So Virgo, your challenge is the star, and what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the strength. Followed by the Ace of Swords and the King of Pentacles. So Virgo, I do see here that your challenge here has a lot to do with the star, okay? The star here is about some kind of a wish being fulfilled. You know how they say wish upon a star, right? A manifestation coming through. You know, this could also mean that, you know, a lot of you are very hopeful for something. A lot of you are really desiring for something to happen. When this is in the challenge position, it could be also that someone here is struggling with something. Could be you, could be your person. Someone is struggling to let go of a situation, of a behavior or whatever that might be. We're going to clarify this. We're going to get more information and see what is it that you need to know. Now, in the recent past year, Virgo, you have the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the World. It looks like in the recent past, there was a closure. There was an ending that happened possibly with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. I'm also getting very strong Aquarius energy and Scorpio, Taurus. So in the recent past, there was an offer here that happened, that came towards your way. You made an offer. Okay, I think a lot of you were like single. You were just like enjoying your life. Something really did not last that long. Okay, some of you met someone when you were traveling, or maybe this person came towards your way from a different part of the country, of the world. Definitely a different background. We're going to clarify this and we're going to get more information. Now, in the present moment, you have the Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and the Two of Wands. So, Virgo, there is a new offer that's about to come into your way. This could be a new person. This could be an old person. I do see here a very, very positive turn of events, like very positive shift that's about to happen with the Wheel of Fortune. You know, this is about positive turn of events. Fortune, financial changes happening, good changes, okay? I do see here that you're standing at the crossroads of your life. You literally might have two people, and it just keeps coming up. Two people, two energies showing up in your life that you have to make a decision. Someone is going to make a solid, very solid offer towards your way. We're going to clarify this and we're going to find out. Now, in the near future, you have the Seven of Wands, Justice, and the Nine of Swords. You know, the end of struggles, the end of worry, the end of anxiety is very near. And I'm not even kidding. Like, I really mean this. I feel like a lot of you with the Justice, Nine of Swords, Seven of Wands, you have been seeking some sort of justice. You have been seeking some sort of, you know, fair, like, can I just have a fair life? Can I just have something finally work out for me is what you have been saying to yourself. Can this situation finally be set right? Could be dealing with the Libra. And you have the Strength, the Ace of Swords. Indeed, there will be a lot of clarity between you and this person. Could be dealing with the Leo. Wow. The Fool here, oh my goodness. This is going to lead, okay? Or you might be a Virgo. You might be a Leo and a Virgo cusp. So I do see here that there is some kind of clarity and conversation that's going to happen for you, Virgo. And I feel like that this is going to lead some sort of brand new beginning. What you don't see coming is literally a lot better, especially getting closer to your season when the sun is going to enter into your sign. Although we're still in the Leo season, we're going to let it soak in, okay? And like I said before, Leos and Virgos are the best smelling perfumes and colognes of the zodiac. So I do see here that there is something really, really positive like that's happening in your life. All this time that you have worried about, Virgo, all this time that you've been really wondering if you and this person are going to make it through or not, you have the strength, Leo energy. It's a yes, okay? Because you have the strength. And you know, whether you're a Virgo or you have Leo in your birth chart, doesn't matter. You don't have to be a Leo. But you know, you are the strength, and you don't just born as the strength. You become the strength through a lot of trials and tribulations and challenges. And you know, you have come to a point where you're like, should I really hope for this? Am I being delusional? Should I really hope for this or not? And that's something that we're going to clarify. Virgo, kindly and dearly, I want to thank you for hitting that like button. Thank you for going ahead and hitting that like button, supporting the channel, leaving positive comments. Like I said, I will be choosing 2 Virgos and pulling cards for them in the upcoming reading from the comment section. Okay. I don't know if I need a new deck. I think it's solid. I just need to improve my skills a little better. That's what I need to do. So Virgo, let's clarify your challenge, which is the star. It's been such a peaceful day today. Honestly, and to be honest, with this heat in Vegas, it's not walkable. You're like walking out into a furnace, Virgo. It's literally like hot oven. It's insane. So it's 112 degrees outside. In my house, it's 65. It's like Alaska cold, okay? But I like it cool and chill. So anyways, let's get into your challenge. And the star here, dear Virgo-licious, delicious, it's clarified by the Page of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. And then at the bottom, you have the Magician, manifestation. So Virgo, your challenge here has a lot to do, you know, you're wanting to make sure that someone here has walked away from a person. I think you're still hanging on to this person from the past. A lot of you with the Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, you have not let go of this person. Okay, they have walked away from you. You have now let go of this person. You know, you don't know behind your back actually that this person is watching you. Did you know that? Did you know that this person behind your back is watching you? Okay, and they could even get a tarot reading about you. By the way, you have been really wanting to make sense of this relationship overall. I think for many of you, this is someone that's been very, very challenging for you to let go of. I think you're still pondering and wondering if this person is ever going to come back. So the Magician and the World. Now, here is the thing. You're manifesting a brand new beginning. For some of you, you could be also saying, you know what? I don't want to wait for this. And I'm just going to successfully manifest this person and this chapter. And I'm just going to close it out. And I'm going to move forward in my life. Some of you could be also in that energy, because I feel like, Virgo, you have reached to a point with the World and the Magician where you're ready to close whatever cycle is meant to be closed for you. And you're not forcing anything. I know, I get it, Virgo. I know you like the back of my hand. You might stress out about it, but you're ready to close whatever is meant to be closed for you. Okay? So that's why with the star, it's like, should I really remain hopeful for this or not? So let's clarify the past here. I'm really curious to see why did this relationship didn't really last that long with this person in the past. So the Knight of Cups here in the past is clarified by the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles. For many of you, Virgo, even if you were involved with this person or you were living with them, I feel like the financial responsibilities were all on your shoulders. Okay, financial responsibilities. And it's not that you are not generous. You are very generous. You are super kind. You are accommodating. But I think that, you know, just overall, it became very unbearing. It became very overwhelming for many of you. And hence the reason why there was a very painful ending that happened between you and this person with the Ten of Swords. I think that commitment was also an issue here. There was this thick, juicy Ace of Wands that came towards your way, and it came to an end, okay? So The Ten of Wands is clarified by the Nine of Cups, the King of Swords, the Nine of Wands, and the Two of Wands, Six of Cups. For many of you, felt like you have known this person or like you have shared a past lifetime together. I feel like Virgo, in the past, someone here cut you off. Someone was very, very rigid. Someone also that you were dealing with, Virgo, could have been quite harsh in their words, and I feel like that there was a lack of communication. There was a lack of action here, okay? And you as a Virgo, you're very calculated. You go 10 forward, you go 10 steps forward. The other person better move 10 steps forward to you. So with the world, I feel like that there was a chapter that came to an end in the past for many of you. Something ended and closed off. The world here in the recent past is clarified by the Empress, the Eight of Swords, and the Hermit. Not surprised. Not surprised. Okay? You knew the truth. And you knew that something was about to happen in the past. You know, a lot of times Virgo, Virgo, the Hermit is your card. People describe this, I have described this as well, that the Hermit is someone that is seeking the truth or on a spiritual journey. I think in the past you already knew the truth. You holding the lantern, Virgo, in the past is proof that you knew the truth. You knew that this person was not in the right place, maybe also in their headspace, maybe in their mindset, in their beliefs. You know, something was just not right. And you knew that if you wanted to be this person's baby mama, baby daddy, or you wanted to marry them and to be with them, they need to change something within themselves, okay? And here is the catch. You became the light. You literally held the lantern and the truth for this person. You said, look, if you want to come towards me and you want to be with the Virgo, you need to be free. You need to be free in a way that you need to, what is it that's holding you back? Is it a third party? Is it a mindset? Is it some sort of a belief system that you're not able to let go in order for you to be with me? Okay, so you did actually make it very clear with this person as if to why you were walking away from them, okay? You made it very clear, or why something here could not last any longer. Now, in the present moment, dear Virgo, Ace of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, like I said, this could be still like kind of this person's energy is around you, and there is a possibility, that a new beginning is coming towards your way. You're manifesting a few things at the same time. So let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, Five of Cups, and the Nine of Swords, Queen of Wands. You're stressed out about this, but there is no need to be stressed out about this. There is a lot of worry. There is a lot of anxiety, okay? You're wondering if you and this person are really ever going to have a brand new beginning. I think you are quite detached, okay? You're quite detached in a way that, you know, there is different levels of detachment, I believe. I think that you come to a point where you can still think about this person, you still wonder if it's gonna work out, but your emotions and your feelings and everything, it's more manageable, okay? So you're able to also focus on the big changes that are happening in your life with the Wheel of Fortune, because things are turning in your life, because things are changing in your life towards better. Some of you are changing your career here. A lot of you could be traveling for work, or you travel and work at the same time. So you've been anxious if there is ever going to be, you know, you've been saying, well, you know, everyone has been saying there's changes coming into my life. Is this change? Is one of the changes related to that person from the past, okay? So the Wheel of Fortune here is clarified by the Three of Wands, the Strength here, and the Seven of Cups, and the Ace of Cups, High Priestess. Deep down, you know that this person is going to make an offer to you, dear Virgo. There is the Ace of Cups, and I know that you have a lot of love for this person. Your intuition, your spiritual connection is very strong with this person, even though you and a very specific individual, possibly a Leo, could be even a water sign, even if you are at a distance from each other, you can feel at each other on a telepathic level as well. One of the biggest changes that's going to happen is someone is either going to move towards your way, move in with you. There is definitely movement that's happening. There is a lot of future plans, future planning, thinking about the best outcome here coming up, and you got a lot of things unfolding for you. I think that, you know, you sometimes don't really understand how powerful you might be when it comes to manifestation. That's why Virgo in tarot and in the zodiac is the alchemist. You alchemize energy, Virgo. You do know that the physical body organs, every zodiac sign has a specific organ that they're ruled by. Yours is, the stomach, the intestines. And you alchemize those things. You alchemize the energy, okay? So something that has happened in the past, you're turning this anxiety, this pain into confidence, into inner knowing, okay? And then there is the Two of Wands. You know that you and this person have a very serious and a very solid future together. Now, one of the challenges that I'm also feeling here is, you might still kind of be suspecting if this person is keeping their options open, if they're involved with somebody else. So there is also times when you just kind of really suspect, is this really what I'm really falling for? Is this a marriage material with the Hierophant? Is this somebody that I can actually commit to? Someone here is a teacher. You could be a teacher, or you could be dealing with a teacher or someone who teaches things. Hierophant, Eight of Pentacles, King of Wands, and the Moon. I do feel like here that one of your biggest fears, Virgo, that you have is this person really going to invest into this relationship? This King of Wands, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, is this person going to be fully involved in a relationship? Are they really going to commit to me? That's one of the biggest questions you're asking, Two of Swords. Okay, you internally have a little bit of disbelief, or I would say that's what you're working towards. You have a little bit of anxiety if this person is really someone that is also going to be fully committing to you, and is marriage something that you can ultimately look into. So let's talk about the Seven of Wands. There is a couple of challenges, a couple of hiccups that need to be dealt with. So the Seven of Wands is clarified by the Lovers here, the Five of Wands, and the World, and the Ace of Wands. Look, it's very clear. In order for you and this person, Virgo, to be able to embark onto a new journey, new beginning here, the third parties, the master-in-laws, the people who try to intervene into the relationship, they need to go. Some of you could have Gemini rising, Gemini moon, okay, or Gemini somewhere in your birth chart. Nonetheless, you and Gemini are ruled by the same planet, Mercury, so there is a lot of communication that's going to happen. This is a chapter that is not over yet, the World here, okay? But what's going to come to an end with the World is the constant conflict, okay? In order for you and them to have a brand new beginning. So let's clarify the Justice here, very interesting. Someone here is coming towards your way because I feel like with the Justice, they're wanting to make this situation right with you. The Justice is clarified by the Star Aquarius energy, wow, the Six of Swords, and the Temperance. Speaking of making things right, you could also be a Virgo and have Sagittarius in your birth chart. I think that's one of the most interesting components or combinations, Sagittarius and Virgo in a birth chart. Tell me how you feel, okay? So for many of you, alchemy, I was just talking about alchemy, right? With the Temperance here, I feel like that this person is coming towards your way because they really want to work something out with you. There is a desire here to resolve some sort of conflict, the person that walked away from you. There is a divorce that's being finalized on someone's end. The Nine of Swords is clarified by the King of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands. So the King and the Queen and the Knight of Wands, okay? There is a lot of passion between you and this person. The Three of Pentacles, this is going to be working out. This is going to work out with the Three of Pentacles. This is about cooperation, collaboration. I feel like you and this person have big potential to move towards one another, okay? And I feel like that, Virgo, when you look at this person, you kind of feel empowerment, okay? You feel like this is someone that you can really work things out with. That King of Wands and the Knight of Wands, this person is coming in hot and heavy, okay? There is a very passionate energy about this person, strong Leo energy. You could be dealing with someone that comes from a hot climate. Let's see what is the advice for you, Virgo. And you have the Knight of Wands, the Hermit here, and the Tower, and the Knight of Cups and the Strength again. So you're going to choose one of the two people here. I feel like you're going to ditch the water sign, and you're gonna, for some of you, not everybody. I do see here that there is some sort of a situation that's going to be extremely transformative. The advice here for you, Virgo, is to really let go of anything that doesn't serve you with the Tower. Any situation that you feel like is causing a lot of these, is this really going to work out? Sometimes our fears can manifest into a Tower moment. Our limiting beliefs can manifest into a Tower moment, okay? You're the Hermit, you're the light. You already have shown this person the truth and the way. And I think that's what's really calling them back with the Knight of Wands. Because the Knight of Wands is someone who is actually coming around and they're coming towards the Hermit, and this is you. The Tower here is, what is it that, first of all, you're going maybe through another spiritual upgrade and major changes in your life. What is it that truly needs to change and come to an end? Anxiety, worry, fear of not being chosen, or if this person gonna choose me. We gotta let go of those things. You have done the work. This reading is part of the work, the battle, and I think the rest of it is just really, literally letting this person coming towards your way. Because I feel like this person's learning that they need to come. This person is learning they need to come correct, okay? Because you are stating your standards, you're raising the bar, and this is a story that's not over, and even in the physical form, Virgo, some things might have ended or everything is ended with this person. Deep down in the spiritual realm, it's not ended yet, okay? And there is gonna be another turning point between you and this person. So, dear Virgo, I really appreciate your beautiful presence onto the channel. We're going to hit the like button. I'm going to see you to the comment section, and I will see you very soon. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you soon. Bye.